Hey friends, welcome to the Cooking Chronicles with Ingrid. Today I'm going to share my chocolate almond keto cake. You don't want to miss this recipe, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. There is a playlist because this is part of a collaboration with Clarissa over at Sunny in the Suburbs, as well as Ashley from Her Homemaking Heart. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just sit back, lay back, and enjoy me bake this delicious chocolate almond keto cake. It is not only keto friendly, but diabetic friendly as well. All of the ingredients that I am using are safe for those who are watching their carb intake as well as their sugar intake. I am using almond flour instead of the regular all-purpose flour. I will be using a sugar alternative in this video, which is Truvia instead of regular granulated sugar. And I'm also going to use Swerve Confectioner Sugar to make the frosting. All of the ingredients will be listed down in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And once again, this video is part of a collaboration with some awesome channels. The hosts for this particular month is Clarissa over at Sunny in the Suburbs and Ashley over at Her Homemaking Heart. I'm going to list their links as well as the playlist down in the description box. So don't forget, after you watch this video, after you subscribe and like, you're going to head on over and see what my friends will be whipping up for this month's theme, which I believe they are all, some of them will be sharing some Halloween treats. I don't celebrate Halloween, so instead I opted to make a fall dessert, and chocolate is a all season cake. So you can eat it any time of year, but I wanted to share it with you all. So I hope that you just sit back and enjoy this video. Now, in this video, I'm using smaller pans instead of the 8-inch or 9-inch round pans. I'm using, I believe these are 4 inches, if I'm not mistaken. And so this is enough to make a small double layered cake. But if you just want to use a regular 8-inch pan is fine, and if you want to make a double layered cake in that size, you will have to just double the recipe. Again, the full recipe will be down in the description box. Also, make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Once the cakes are ready to go into the oven, you're going to want to bake them for about 14 minutes, give or take a few minutes depending on your altitude. So you want to make sure you keep an eye on it around the last 3 to 5 minutes. So while the cakes are baking, we're going to want to make our frosting. So I'm going to use a stick of softened butter. You want to make sure that the butter is softened so that it's easier to whip up the frosting. And so all of the ingredients as well will be listed in the description box. So make sure to check that out. I am also going to add about 2 ounces of cream cheese and some Swerve Confectioner Sugar. Now, I can't give you the precise measurements. I started using the cups, but then, this is my first time making this particular frosting, so I had to add a little more of the sugar. And you may have to do the same depending on your flavor profile. If you want it a little sweeter, you're gonna have to add a little bit more or less depending on your preference. The same thing with the heavy cream. You're gonna add in the cream until you reach your desired consistency for the frosting. Now the cakes are ready and they need to cool off, but look how beautiful they are. I'm sorry that that one cake has the dimples in it. I was just touching it to see if it was done. But we're gonna let them cool off before we begin to frost them. They're gonna cool off if you make them small like I did. It's gonna cool off pretty quick, and so it's gonna be ready for me to now add the frosting. But look how nice and smooth these cakes come out. The rise on them are just awesome. Very clean cut. You don't have to cut them or anything. You're just going to be ready to just add your frosting. The good thing about this cake is that it doesn't matter if you are a good froster or not. I kind of suck at frosting the cake. So I'm using the almonds. Thank God that this is a chocolate almond cake. I'm going to use the slithered almonds to cover up my frosting imperfections. And so you can cover the whole cake with almonds, or you can just cover the sides and the top like I will do with this cake. And that's it, my friends. Look how delicious this looks, and it tastes just as good. Once again, don't forget to check out the playlist. Make sure to visit Clarissa over at Sunny in the Suburbs, as well as Ashley over at Her Homemaking Heart, and the playlist. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Until the next video, guys. Bye.